Okay, I got another question for you. For you specifically. What do you think your toxic trait is?
I don't have one anymore.
What did it used to be?
A toxic trait I used to have.
And we're going to all go through. You got yours? If anybody have theirs, they can share.
Y'all
They can feel free to share. Lisa, you got one?
And
it doesn't have to be toxic. It could be toxic to yourself, toxic to others.
Oh, I'm an overthinker.
Overthinker.
Yeah, I be making up shit and believing it. Used to. Not anymore.
What you think? Chip, you got one?
Toxic. Just not caring. Like, just like not.
Nonchalant?
I'm nonchalant.
Do you really
by
not
nature,
care, or
though.
do you just act like you don't
I'm
care?
nonchalant by nature, but
You're a caring person.
like, I'm caring as fuck. Like, I'm sensitive as fuck, to be real. But some shit is just like, oh my God, I just.
Why you think that? You got siblings?
Yeah.
How many? A lot?
4.
4. Where are you at in the age?
I'm second to last.
How many girls? How many boys?
3 girls, 2 boys.
Okay, so 5 of y'all. Are the girls older, or you got a little sister? Where's your brother at?
2 girls, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl.
Oh, okay, that's dope.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right? Yeah. Boy, girl. No, I'm high. Boy, girl, girl, boy, girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, I think mine is that I'm nonchalant because I don't want to let people in, like, so I don't.
But is that toxic or is that like a defense mechanism?
Defense mechanism.
Yeah, I guess so. Because then I don't have a toxic trait.
But it could be toxic though. I think it could.
I think it
because you could be pushing away good shit.
That's what I'm saying. I think it is to an extent because a lot of like I'm probably missing out on blessings
like not
right
giving
now
a chance, not even
because
giving
I don't.
a chance.
Yeah, like niggas don't know where they stand with me, or they don't know where I'm at. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people don't know where they. I could have missed out on plenty of blessings just because of my nature. Like, I'm not the girl that's texting you every day. I'm not the girl that's calling.
Do those females exist still? You think? Do y'all have friends that do that? That expect they dude to sit there and text them all day?
Yeah.
Really?
That's childish to me, bro.
But I'm not even texting you every day. Like,
what if
I go
he's
days or weeks without talking to a nigga. If you're not my boyfriend, I don't need to talk to you every day.
What if he's texting you every day? Are you getting annoyed?
I'm not getting annoyed by it, but I'm just not the initiator. Like,
do you prefer a dude to text you every day, or you want space?
I really don't mind it. I don't care if somebody's texting me every day, but it's just never in my. So I guess maybe that's my toxic trait. I don't communicate. I'm a bad communicator. So
we got to the bottom of it.
I'm not looking for like I'm. If I call you once and you don't answer, I'm not calling you back.
Really?
And I'm not gonna call you back until you call me back. Like, I don't know why, but I just can't bring myself to. I'm not calling you again. You see my.
Were you always like that, or were you? Is this because of your last relationship?
Were you ever like soft and sappy?
She's still soft. Don't get it fucked up.
I am
soft as cotton. Bro.
Oh my God! But no, like I think
tissue wet.
I was in a relationship for a long time, and I wasn't like that with him. But like, and then prior to that, I was a fucking kid. So it was.
That's
like,
a good point.
This is the first time that I'm single as an adult.
See, I say a lot of our peers still have their minds stuck in our late teenage years when they think of a lot of their opinions on a lot of shit.
Relationship days anyway. So.
That's what you think
because we had less
mature,
responsibility
right?
too. Though
We're grown people now, so it's like, oh God, I got to deal with work. These goddamn.
I was
kids.
damn near engaged at 19.
I was for sure.
Oh, yeah, you really is a lover, bro.
I am a hard. I love hard. No, I like ring and everything.
I was gonna say damn near.
Yeah.
I just took it off. You can see
I was trying to spread oats at 19.
Like,
huh?
I was trying to spread oats at 19.
See, I was already wilding.
I already had a kid.
Yeah, I didn't have a kid, but I had to slow down. Like I was
doing a lot.
Yeah, I was wilding. I'm surprised I didn't have a couple kids.
I was doing a lot. 19, freedom.
Yeah, that's crazy. And I was in college, so yeah, I was a wild boy.
But the toxic thing is like not. I think mine would be nonchalant and just non-emotional, like not showing emotions, like but then I look at it like a lot of my peers are emotional, men-wise. They're emotional, and I got a lot of female friends. Yes, I have a lot of female friends that these niggas step outside, it's like this.
Oh, okay.
But when they get with these women, the real them come out. So when we have friends, I got a lot of female friends.
Well, that's most men. Most men are. I feel like most men are more
overly, bro. I'm talking about
I don't hide my emotions.
And I don't mean emotional to where I'm supposed to be soft with my bitch. Like, I'm talking about these niggas, just any woman they deal with, bitch, why you ain't answering the phone? Like, all of their emotions, not just the sadness and the being like soft. I'm talking about all their emotions are out of whack.
I don't think that's emotional though. I hate to keep challenging y'all definitions of shit, but I don't feel
I like to hear what other people think about. To me, emotions is everything that we can't see. Happiness, sadness, anger. These niggas have like big balloons of everything, and every time you poke at them, they blow up. So it's either I'm really, 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 really sad, or I'm really, 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 really happy, and that balloon is hella small.
But you know what I think that is? Because I feel like a lot of people, I feel like everybody, we all have like I call it like a punching bag. We all have somebody in our life that we kind of release most of our emotions onto, right? It could be your kids, it could be your significant other, it could be a therapist, it could be somebody. Somebody has to get this overflow. And I feel like the dudes you explaining don't have that, and they don't know they don't have that. So when they do, they lashing out on the only person they comfortable with doing it on. So when they are going off that bitch, why you answering the phone? That ain't just him mashing answering the phone. That's all that other shit combined. That he ain't checking them niggas that's probably bullying him on the block and all that shit. All that's he just taking it out on her. That's just my opinion.
Trying to make it seem
right. Which is super corny.
That's why I really believe I really believe when they say men are really required to raise children, like a little bit, boys. Because my dad always told me, still tells me, self-control. Nobody can control yourself.
But you.
So take time.
How old is Pops again?
78. I'm 34. He had me when he was 44.
Yeah, 44.
Damn.
My mama was 28.
Really?
Yeah.
You look like Pops?
Nah, I look like mom.
All your siblings is by Pops?
Yeah.
Y'all got the same mom?
No. Me and my twin sister got the same mom.
See, but you saying...
What I'm saying, because she could have had one more. I was gonna continue. Like she could have had one more, and he had two.
Yeah, that's a fact. Right.
I should have said the other way. Like
no. They trying to take you on. I get why you said that. I get what you were saying, bro. It's just bro. Nah, you smoked today? I could tell.
Yeah, self-control, bro.
Yeah.
But that control and patience. I like all the women I've ever dealt with. I always can say that they'll say like, this nigga tried to teach me patience. If I didn't teach them nothing, I tried to teach them patience.
I don't got patience.
Don't listen. See, that's one thing. Like, if all humans worked on patience, it'll almost fix a lot of shit.
I be praying for it though.
Patience, cuz. And all it takes is patience, is breathing. Bro, I use the app on my phone to listen to the rain, nigga, to relax me.
Yeah.
I do that.
Just because some niggas don't know how to relax themselves. Like, bro, you don't have to get drunk. Sometimes you just need to think. Pops always told me everything is going to be a little easier if you think about it for a couple of minutes. Think about it. Take that deep breath. I was in therapy as a kid, like middle school. She used to come grab me out of.
And I was about to say that you speaking from a person who had therapy that you just told me,
Yeah.
and you had a father who instilled certain morals and integrity in you. So you are one of a kind when it comes to that. And you're looking at everybody else expecting them to have that.
That's
shit.
why. But see, the older I get, I don't judge people by that. I can talk about it. Yeah, I see it, but I don't like. I've learned not to like pounce on people because of how they act. You act like that because of your upbringing.
Do you still go to therapy? If you don't mind me asking, bro.
Nah.
Not no more.
Because my one of my best friends, he always, anytime I tweet anything or post something on Instagram that's like anti-therapy, this nigga be all over my back. But I like, because he feels like every human being needs therapy.
Not true.
I don't believe that, bro. Everybody ain't fucked up. Everybody don't need to talk to somebody. Some people are good with their releases. And they all right walking through life. Like, a lot of people do need therapy. A lot of people in therapy, some people just need somebody to talk to.
I feel like everybody needs therapy at some point in their life. Not consistently, but at some point.
What about you?
That's just my opinion.
I didn't feel like I needed therapy until I experienced trauma. So, like, the first time I majored in psychology, which is a joke because
fits you.
but prior to that, I had never even thought about like maybe I should go talk to somebody or whatever. So then I experienced some trauma while I was in college, and that's when I started going to therapy, and that's when I realized like, okay, this is useful. I feel like I didn't live a sheltered life, but I definitely grew up privileged to the point that
Facts.
I didn't think that very in a bubble of spoiled kid shit. And so it took like real life really hitting me to be like, oh shit, like nah, shit ain't good. And then I started thinking, after therapy, I'm going back in retrospect, like, this shit was happening around me. Like, oh, okay. Like, once I got out of my own ass, basically, and like really started realizing, like, okay, I probably should have been in therapy a long time ago.
Right.
But it took that one thing to happen for me to feel like, oh, I need to go.
Yeah. I think everybody need it, especially these kids.
These days.
For sure, these kids.
I feel like we all need somewhere to release our trauma because it doesn't go away. Trauma doesn't go away, bro. We just store it somewhere until it pops back out. And then by that point, you lose control of it.
I think my biggest problem with that is I don't know how I do it, but like it's something in my brain that I can shut off and just forget a whole something. Mm-hmm. Like I forget like real life events.
So you
like,
mean like there's
like I throw
time slots
yes that I don't remember, like
suppression.
Like
that's
I
not
can
healthy.
really like I literally like it, but I won't remember. Like just say I be out sometime and people be knowing me, got stories with me, pictures with me, and I be like, I don't remember this or her. Like, and I don't be wanting people to think that I'm being
Acting
stuck
funny,
up
yeah.
or being, but that shit bothers me for real, cause it's like, how the fuck I've been around her and I don't remember.
That's like a survivor's thing, though. That's like a survive. I forget what it's called, but that's like a survivor's tactic or something like that.
That shit is really crazy to me.
I think there's an actual word for that.
It is.
Yeah. No, I mean like no. I meant obviously, dickhead. I mean like an actual like it's like terminology for it though. For like that place of time that you block out for traumatic reasons. Let's say like somebody who was molested or something.
I was just say a lot of kids. They say a lot of kids do that. They'll
like
completely
even from
forget about something.
Go ahead. What were you about to say?
But no, I was saying I've experienced the same thing where there's literally events in time that people are talking to me about, and I'm like, as they're talking, like it kind of sounds familiar, but the details are foggy. Like, and it's not even because I was drunk or nothing. I just blocked that shit out of my mind completely, and that's where I wanted to go get get a CAT scan at one point because I'm like, is my memory fucked off? And like,
yeah, that's what I be thinking.
I wanted to write a memoir, and I'm like, I can't even. My memory is so out of order. Right. Like, I can't even piece shit together sometimes. It's like, yeah.
I just told my mom, I said, Mom, I think I'm going to have dementia when I get older because I already I don't remember shit. Like.
Damn, that's interesting. I wonder if that plays a part. Because
I remember some shit from when I was like 5, 6, 7 years old, but can't tell you what happened when I was 13.
I don't know if y'all ever watched the episode I did with the therapist on my podcast, but
I watched some of it.
She talked. I want to say it was her. Somebody I talked to about that shit on my podcast, but they talked about that though, like people who have these blocks of time. Because I'm the same way. That's why I'm so interested in what you're saying. Like, I wonder if that has something to do with dementia. But there's like blocks of time. There's certain shit I remember when I was 5 years old, and I remember like it happened yesterday. Exactly. But then there's shit that happened last year that I can't remember. And it's like,
see, I'm different. I always blame the weed. I've been smoking weed since I was like 13.
I just started smoking. It ain't the weed.
Yeah, see, for you it's not, but for me, I feel like my mom would make jokes like, "You don't remember such and such?" I'm like, hell no. Like, you sure you need to? Like, I always blame the weed. I never thought. Cause I done been to jail. I done did all the other shit, and I'm like, that jail wasn't like the traumatic shit. It was more traumatic shit happening outside than it was when I went to jail. Jail was just like a punishment, but seeing dead bodies and you know what I mean, like that shit, like ODs and that type of shit. Maybe like, cause that shit is traumatic. You ain't supposed to see dead bodies, like.
It's just so regular right now.
Or even if you didn't see the dead body, losing a friend at a certain age, the gun violence.
We experienced so much shit as youth that it's like.
We was dressing up for funerals.
We probably done been to more funerals than our parents.
Oh no, my mom has said that. My mom
is
from Oakland. Like, she's from Fresno, but she spent her like teenage years and grown life in Oakland. She graduated from Tech.
Oh, okay.
So she like Chuck, you done lost more friends at 20 and 21 than I did in my whole life.
You know what the crazy part is, bro? It's worse now. I was just talking to my team before I got here today. Like, bro, these kids is in the 9th grade carrying pistols, bro. That's crazy. 50 round clips though.
That's crazy. Like, we did that shit
at Mac,
just
they don't even leave the gate open no more because it was just they just shot 2 girls in front of Mac on Friday.
What?
bro. Oakland. People don't understand how bad Oakland is. If you go back to my Twitter, right when the pandemic started, I kept telling everybody, bro, I don't think y'all paying attention to how the world is right now, bro. The shit is.
And there's so many kids, like, it's so many kids dying right now. Like, yeah.
It's normal, bro.
And my thing is, I hit 34, and I'm like, bro, I didn't even think I was a man until like 28.
Right.
So for me to get to 34, now I'm a OG to some of these niggas. It's like these little niggas is outside. They really doing shit that we was like sneaking around and doing. We was doing our little street shit, but it was like, bro, we was still afraid of prison.
And you know what
we
the
was
difference
afraid
is?
of dying. They not afraid of that shit.
They think it's Grand Theft Auto, bro.
Yeah, they don't. I think the reality is like
my
fucked up a
partner's
little
a teacher.
bit.
He said, bro, I guarantee you in like the next 2 to 3 years, it's gonna be a shootout in one of these hallways in the Oakland
Definitely.
That's how bad it is, bro.
No, y'all. I was at work today and a big ass boom happened. Right. I thought it was over. I'm like, oh shit, one of these kids that bought a gun, like, it was a firecracker. But it's the way it sounded and like how all my kids reacted. I'm like, oh yeah, we on the same wavelength. We all traumatized.
Yeah, everything that's 25 and under is traumatized now, especially from Oakland. We used to, and I'm from Richmond, so we used to look at Oakland like Oakland's a war zone. Like I talked to my Oakland.
What?
Like
ain't
that,
that bitch?
Nah, you gotta remember, bro.
Y'all got y'all nerve.
Richmond was only bad. Remember, I lived there. Richmond was only bad for a handful of our years, like my teenage years.
Bro, Richmond is still bad.
No, it's not.
I lived in Richmond and I still don't.
Listen.
I lived in Richmond.
We started the freeway shooting, but
wait, is cameras on 80?
Because of the Richmond niggas.
Yes.
Yeah.
For real?
Hell yeah.
Bro, that's sick. I lived in Richmond and I didn't go to Richmond.
Bro, listen.
Nigga, I lived on Hilltop. I went straight there.
But see how y'all so used to Oakland? It's like, oh, this is
I feel you.
almost normal. Like, bro, no.
No, I'm scared of Oakland now. You see where I live up the street, bro. I don't go. My baby mama live in the north. My mama live in the east. My son live in Fairfield. I coach at Mac. You see my locations. You want to find me? I'm in one of them spots.
It's a spot in the deep, bro. I have to go there.
The deep? I don't even go there.
Bro, when I tell you, Oakland ain't, even Citizen, that's just looking at it, bro. When you hearing it.
Or seeing it, bro.
Bro, 6 o'clock in the morning. 2 minutes later, lady screaming. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. My son coming in like, was that a gun? Go back to bed, son. I go outside being nosy. I'm nosy. I go outside. Man ain't got nothing to do with nothing. He was on his way to work. A Mexican man at that. He wouldn't have nothing to do with nothing.
That'd be my worst fear, bro.
That is so messed up.
Let's change the fucking subject. Y'all making me sad and depressed.
Nah, for real.
But it's like we say, trauma. It's traumatizing living here, bro. Like
it is. It really is.
Like, and that plays a part in our interactions with people too.
I wanted to send my baby to school out here.
Hell no.
For the simple fact.
To have that rough edge.
Not even a rough edge. She's the only black kid.
See, and I got to think against that too.
And I was just say that's traumatizing.
That's a topic. I was just about to say that. Okay, because look,